as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break, or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Got some text messages coming in on the at the top of the show. We were talking about the fact that I ran out of deodorant, and I'm having to wear my girlfriend's deodorant this morning.
Yep.
At least just under one arm, my left arm, but it's so strong. I haven't even gotten used to it yet. Like every time I breathe,
I feel like anytime you use a new deodorant or new shampoo or whatever, it takes you a while to get used to the smell.
Well, I smell very dainty this morning, and then Laura reminded me that Drew does wear girl deodorant.
Correct.
He wears an unscented girl deodorant, but it just works for him. I did the same thing for a long time. I used this stuff called Mitchum's.
Mitchum's.
And back in the day, on the bottle, it would say, "So effective you could even skip a day."
Oh, I don't know. Really?
That's what it said. I mean, I don't recommend it. But someone sent a text and said, "Drew wears girl deodorant?" LOL, smiley face, laugh emoji.
Yes, he does. He says it works better.
Yeah, it's just you find what you like. 6525 says, "I wear deodorant maybe 40% of the time."
If you're not going out, then what's the point? So I can see
Well, I don't want to smell myself.
But if that's true. But if you work from home and you don't have any plans, I can.
What happens if you get company comes over, or you got to run to the store? You just all right?
You run to the store. Who cares? Who cares if somebody in the tortilla chip aisle smells your armpits?
I don't want them to smell me.
You're never gonna see him again. Who cares?
It's my local grocery store. I bump into these people all the time. 5827 says, "Went camping and forgot my deodorant, so I had to use my wife's the whole time, and it smelled pretty."
Yeah, and also I feel the same way about camping. It's like you're roughing it.
Yeah, I don't even worry about showering when I
deodorant?
camp. I mean, I usually don't camp for more than like 2 or 3 days, so it's whatever. Let's say this one from 6991 says, I hope Drew comes back with an English accent. Well, he does a pretty good one, and when he comes back, I bet he could nail it.
Well, he makes fun of me because I'm like, did you ever like pick up your dad's? Because his dad has an accent, so I was like, was there ever a time that you spoke with a British accent? And he was like, no. And I was like, don't laugh at me for asking a question. It's valid, I think.
Yeah. I'm sure he went around trying it. You know.
Maybe he will come back with an accent.
Yeah, who knows? But he'll be back in like I don't know when is he coming back?
After Labor Day, so it's gonna be a while.
We know that kids are going back to school soon. When do they go back to school? At the end of the month here?
Some are already back.
Some are already back to school.
Yeah, but a lot of them start next week, and some don't start until after Labor Day.
Well, I found this article. It's talking about how many kids actually avoid school due to anxiety and exhaustion. And it's I'm reading this. I'm like, that's what we all go through when we went to school.
Like, that's just called growing up and going to school.
The poll of over 1,000 parents revealed 30% whose child missed school from fear or anxiety missed more than a week.
Okay, that's crazy.
Like my mom, if I told my mom I was anxious and I couldn't go to school because I was sad or whatever, she would laugh at me and tell me to get my big ass out of bed.
Get on the bus. Yeah. I wonder, is this like post-COVID? Because I do feel like a lot of that started after the whole
it's
school
possible.
At home thing.
Experts say physical symptoms can often stem from underlying mental health concerns like social anxiety, test worries, or undiagnosed learning disabilities. I had all of those.
Yeah.
Every one of those. And I just still went to school. Avoiding these issues can actually worsen anxiety over time, they say. But isn't that just a part of life? I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, that's how we were raised, for sure. I remember one time my mom let me stay home from school because I didn't have anything to wear.
Yeah.
And that was the only time I got to stay home for anything not
you didn't have anything
health-related.
See, my mom would have sent me in pajamas.
Yeah. I'm surprised she didn't. I think she was just sick of hearing me whine. But I never got to stay home from school.
Yeah.
You know?
I had friends that one of my friends dropped out. And he just, his mom was like cool with it. And if I even suggested dropping out, my mom would have whooped my ass.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, because you gotta get that high school diploma.
Yeah. 98197, that is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. A lot of people still chiming in about the deodorant thing, Laura.
Yeah, I feel bad. Did I blow Drew's cover? Like that was
no,
common
he's talked
knowledge,
about it.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, he talked about it on the show. And even if you didn't, who cares?
No.
7059 says, I haven't worn deodorant in 30 years.
Oh.
I use medicated Gold Bond. It works great for me. My stepdad's that way. He doesn't wear deodorant, and you can tell.
But like the medicated Gold Bond, is that just like the powder that you put under your armpits?
It must be.
Oh. I mean, whatever works.
My stepdad, I always tell him, he's like, oh, deodorant doesn't work for me. Well, I go, well, you
Like,
smell.
why don't you try it?
You smell like a gym sock, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Does he not use it?
He doesn't use it at all. Zero deodorant in his
then
house.
I'd be like, dude, like, could you just like give it a try while you're with me?
Yeah.
Like maybe try something new.
Hose him down with the pressure washer. He stinks so bad. We got another text. This one's from 7059. Excuse me. I'm just excited that the Whataburgers, or it's not Whataburger. I wish it was open.
Yeah, oh man, I wish there was a Whataburger up here.
In-N-Out Burger's opening in Ridgefield, I believe, today.
Yeah, so get ready for the line of your life.
We got a text from 7677 that says, big story of the day, people camping in their cars in Ridgefield. People are camping in their cars in Ridgefield just to get In-N-Out Burger this morning.
I do like, because we found out yesterday that they're not allowing people to just like wait in line and camp like at the drive-through line.
So you have to camp like in a parking lot.
Away
Yeah.
and then wait until whatever 10 or 11 whenever they open.
Jeez.
I mean, more power to you.
This text from 7308 says, I remember throwing up on the way to school because I was so anxious about a test, and my mom said, just keep walking or you'll be late. Yeah, man. Old school parents, I feel like, were like that. You know, even if I did kind of feel sick, my mom still made me go. Only if I was really, really sick did she make me stay home.
Mm-hmm. Which is less and less the case these days. But I like with the whole test taking thing, like I get having test anxiety. Like some people just aren't good test takers, but what are you going to do? You're going to have to take the test eventually.
Oh, just don't take the test.
Keeping them home from school isn't going to help you.
At least try, because if you don't take it, you fail. So I don't know.
You lose if you do, you lose if you don't.
I'm not
what
a parent.
Are you gonna do?
I'm not a parent. Whatever. Do whatever you want with your kids.
Yeah, none of my business.
Yeah. Unless they start bothering me, while I'm camping or at the grocery store or something.
Yeah. Keep them in check.
98197, that is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. Also, since school's coming up, it's already, like Laura said, back for some kids. We want to talk about school lunches. I loved school lunch as a kid. Absolutely loved it. But a lot of people talk about how bad it was. I thought it was great. And I actually have a specific school lunch that I loved more than anything.
Okay.
What was your favorite school lunch? 98197, that is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. We'll take your calls here in just a few minutes. I do want to tell you about my friends over at The Advocates, though. If you've ever been in a car accident, you're going to need to reach out to these guys because they're the ones who are going to make sure that the insurance companies pay you the money that you're owed. You pay these insurance companies every single month for them to help you out when you need to pay your bills when you're injured in an accident. But then they get all dodgy and they lowball you. It's super frustrating. Don't let it happen. Reach out to The Advocates. Ken and Donnie, my good friends at The Advocates, have been doing this a long time, and they know exactly what to say and exactly what to do to these insurance companies to make sure that they pay you what you're owed, everything you're entitled to. Because when you're injured in an accident, all you should be worried about is focusing on your recovery, not the drama and all the stress that the insurance companies can bring. So let Ken and Donnie take care of that for you. They've been doing this a long time. They've gotten over $100 million for their clients, and they'd love to take care of you. Even if you're not sure if you have a case, reach out to The Advocates at advocateslaw.com. Tell them your story, and they'll be able to point you in the right direction. They don't even get paid until you win, so there's no risk to you, all right? Check them out, advocateslaw.com. Tell them Tanner sent you. The next time you're in an accident, you're going to need more than an attorney. You're going to need an advocate. Advocateslaw.com. That's advocateslaw.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Well, school's going to be back in session. It already is for some kids, I guess, but it's going to be back in session for everybody soon, which I'm sure a lot of parents are happy about that.
Yeah.
Get these kids out of the house. Dad's like, if I step on one more Lego, I swear to God.
Yeah.
But, we've been thinking about it lately, and I loved school lunch. I absolutely loved it. And I could smell it, and I guess...
the smell of school lunch was so gross.
Oh, I loved it. My school, when I could always tell if it was burger day or pizza day or spaghetti day.
Yeah.
I loved all those. Like
I feel
spaghetti
like
day
it
was
all
great.
smelled the same. It all just smelled like weird mystery food.
Yeah, and to, in my defense, I do like weird mystery food. Like I enjoy airplane food.
Which
I
is
enjoy
so crazy
school lunch.
because there are so many foods that you don't like that you won't even try. But when it comes to cafeteria food, you're all in.
The cafeteria at the hospital.
I love green Jell-O.
Let's go. Now, I loved school lunch, man, and I remember when I was a kid, my school would serve these little square slices of pizza.
Yeah.
And it had just like hamburger on it, and it was garbage pizza.
Do you know where it came from? Was it like
I think
frozen,
they made it.
Okay.
I think they made it. So it was, I went to a private school when I was really, really young, and so they, I think, they made it, and I loved it so much. There was one time I loved it so much that one kid didn't eat his, and lunch was over, and it was about time to go to recess, and I just put that slice of pizza in my pocket.
Oh, wow. Pocket pizza.
I went out and had the pizza on the playground.
That's nice. You didn't put like any foil around it or
No,
anything?
just slid it around. I had big pockets because, they had uniforms.
Junko jeans. Oh, yeah.
Uniforms back then. So I had these big pockets, slid that pizza right in there. I was like in the second grade or something, third grade.
What a great snack for recess,
Yeah.
though.
I loved those little square pizzas. When I got to high school, I went to Marshall High for the freshman year of my high school career before I got expelled.
Yeah.
And I had to go to Milwaukee High School. But they had these little chicken sandwiches that came with tater tots.
Oh.
That I'd fight a man for right now.
Really?
They were so good.
And I'm assuming there was nothing on it. Just like a
plain chicken sandwich. I mean, it came with like a mayonnaise packet, but I never used it. I just like it, dry.
Oh, that's so weird. Don't you eat your hot dogs like that too?
I don't put any condiments on it. Well, did you like school lunch or did you bring stuff from home?
I usually brought my own lunch. I was a brown bagger. But then my mom started.
So boring, the brown baggers.
Yeah, but I think it was a money thing. But then my mom started working as the snack line lady, not like the normal lunch lady, but in the snack line. And so then I started eating school lunch. There were a few times that I would get school lunch. Like I would not take a lunch that my mom had made me. I remember we had these, it was all pizza related. Like we had pizza sticks that were like, they were like basically mozzarella sticks, but all stuck together.
Yeah.
And the breading was different. And then we had pizza pockets, which were essentially like Hot Pockets, but more like an empanada.
Okay.
And I remember loving those. So it was all my favorite days were all pizza related days.
Mom being a lunch lady, did she slide you an extra, pizza pocket or whatever?
Oh my God. See, when I was in high school, I went to the same school from 5th grade all the way through graduation. And so I saw a lot of different versions of their pizza. They tried making it. They did the frozen thing. But when I graduated, we had Domino's. They had Domino's delivered every Friday. Awesome. But my mom, because she was a lunch lady, she would bring home the leftovers. To this day, I cannot eat Domino's pizza because I ate so much of it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. My high school had Izzy's Pizza and Taco Time, just like a little kiosk.
That you could just like buy?
Yeah, you could get like
at any time.
crispy burritos just during lunch,
Yeah.
Because they were just kiosks. They would bring them in.
Cool.
But that was kind of nice. What was your favorite school lunch? Just bring me those little square slices of pizza any day of the week, man. What were you about those tater tots? Were you about that chicken sandwich life? What was your favorite school lunch? 866-445-1059. Or you can shoot us a text on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line at 98197. This text comes from 6584. It says, in high school in the late 90s, we had a $1.50 cinnamon roll at the deli. And it put Cinnabon to shame.
Wow.
And I had one of those almost every single day for lunch. This one says, I always dug the turkey gravy and mashed potatoes. Oh, that was the worst day.
That always grossed me out. The mashed potatoes, and then they would like put like a little crater in the mashed potatoes and put the gravy in it.
And that gravy looked like cat food.
It's so gross.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, but this guy loved it. So 6661 says, I remember holding, this is his trick to stay home from school when he was a kid.
Okay.
I remember holding my forehead over the baseboard heater so I could get it nice and hot and then go up to my mom and told her I had a fever, and it worked every time.
Oh, my God. That's pretty resourceful.
7675 says their favorite school lunch was the sausage and cheese pizza. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I'm talking about, the little sausage and cheese pizza.
And it was just like flat? I'm assuming it was like thin crust?
Yeah, it was not really. No, it was like...
Oh, okay.
It was almost like a Little Caesars square pizza.
Okay.
But not nearly as good as
of course.
Little Caesars.
Not.
But yeah, those are my favorite school lunches. What was yours? 98197. This person says that they had a lot of vegetables at their school.
Oh.
Must have been a private school.
Lame.
Yeah.
I put this question up on Instagram. This person says, nachos and pizza pockets. Hell yeah, bro. Pizza pockets all the way. And then taco bowls.
They had taco bowls at their school?
Like a taco salad.
Like we had that.
That comes in like a shell.
They would call ours a taco salad, but it would just be like hamburger meat and Fritos and some cheese.
We called that a walking taco, but they served it in the Fritos bag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. This one says, I can't even say what he said on the air. Sorry. Well, what was your favorite school lunch? 98197. That's our text line.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
So school's going to be starting soon. It's already started for a lot of kids, but it got me thinking about school lunch, man. I was one of the few people that actually really enjoyed school lunch. I looked forward to those 3-hour-old chicken sandwiches.
So like, was there a school lunch that you really didn't like, that you dreaded?
Yeah, I didn't like the we talked about it earlier, like the turkey and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I just liked the pizzas and the spaghetti I really liked.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, spaghetti. And so to this day, Wednesdays were always pizza day at my school. So
Interesting.
To this day, on Wednesdays, I just want pizza.
Wednesdays are for pizza.
Yeah. But I had pizza yesterday, so I don't think I can have it today. But yeah, I think that pizza is just in my brains now on Wednesdays because of that.
Pizza's in my brain every day.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to know, what's your favorite school lunch when you were going? What was the lunch that you looked forward to that lunch? Mm-hmm. Was it set days for you? Like, we had certain things on certain days.
We always had pizza on Fridays, but that was the only set day. Otherwise, we got like the lunch calendar every month, and it told you which day was what.
Yeah, it was either burgers. Burgers were always on Fridays. Pizza or spaghetti was on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then we had like a taco salad with Fritos in it, you know, like on a Tuesday or whatever. But boy, did I love those school lunches. We have a lot of text messages coming in on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. This one's from 8645. It says, "What's up, beautiful people? This is Kenny. Just wanted to say I'm excited for bacon and beer. Can't wait to see everybody there."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, September 12th at the Milwaukee Elks Lodge. We'll be there live from 6 to 10, so show up and get weird with us. Mm-hmm. 6991 says school pepperoni, and the school had the best ranch.
Ooh. Okay, because a lot of times they would make it themselves. I hated that like Hidden Valley ranch that came in like a big tub.
You want it made in a big vat.
Yeah.
Yeah, made for mass consumption. 3049 says, "I agree with you, Tanner. There was just something about those rectangle baking tray pizzas that were so good. I loved them, man." This one from 4865 says, "This one's a little odd, but they loved the tuna melt from school."
Ooh, I wouldn't trust a tuna melt from school, but hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
It's like a gas station tuna melt. I feel like it's on par with that. 7739, I think, or 7339, Laura, I think you might agree with this. Old school wiener wraps were their favorite school lunch.
What's a wiener wrap?
Yeah, how do you not know what a wiener wrap is?
Is it like pigs in a blanket? Like, what is that?
Yeah, it's just like a wiener in a wrap.
But like, was it like, what kind of wrap? It's like a
It's like dough or whatever. It's like
or was it like flaky, fluffy?
Yeah, it was just
dough,
like,
or like a pastry.
It was like a.
I don't know what that.
I don't know.
I don't think we had wiener wraps in high school.
I can't believe you don't know what a wiener wrap is.
I do not.
Like abused
believe it or not.
Calling your mother and asking what the hell is going on with you.
Maybe she would know since she was a lunch lady.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows. 9414 says, from the late 70s, they were called cheese zombies, basically a deep dish cheese stromboli.
Cheese zombies?
I want those cheese zombies for lunch.
Oh, yeah. If you are what you eat, then I'm a cheese zombie.
3682 says, my favorite lunch, the first one was Italian dunkers, breadsticks dipped in marinara sauce.
That's this pizza sticks.
Is that
Italian dunkers. Yes. Oh my God, I would have never been able to pull that name.
I never had Italian dunkers.
Oh yeah, they were so good.
The second one for him was a brunch for lunch, a cinnamon roll and scrambled eggs.
Or like, did you ever have like the French toast sticks?
No, I didn't have those.
Oh, they were good too.
7308 says, my school made knockoff KFC famous bowls every Tuesday, and those are my favorite.
Wow.
KFC famous
People
bowls.
were eating good at lunch.
Yeah.
Damn.
And see, this one says, my favorite lunch was a square pizzas, hands down. I'm telling you, man, Square Pizza Brigade. That's what we're starting.
Square Pizza Club.
I loved it. And someone suggested I get with a lunch lady so I could get those all the time.
Don't you think you'd get sick of it? Like, too much of a good thing. And then she'd come home smelling like...
Baby, bring me one of those square slices. We got some talkbacks coming into our iHeartRadio app.
Happy Wednesday, Brew Crew. McD here. That's for school lunches. I know in college, I think on Thursdays, they had chicken sandwiches or chicken burgers. Those things were killer. We'd send younger classmates to the dining commons to load up on chicken burgers to bring back to the house. It was pretty killer.
Wow.
Hey, I wanted to let you guys know today's National Bacon Day. Not sure if you knew that, but National Bacon Day.
Hey.
Bacon and beer, that's what we want to do. Hee, hee. Have a great day.
Thank
He
you,
fits
McD.
so much into 30 seconds.
Yeah. Bacon and Beer is happening September 12th at the Milwaukee Elks Lodge. Get all the info at 1059thebrew.com, but we'll see you there. We'll be broadcasting live. All right, more of your calls and texts coming up in a few minutes. What was your favorite school lunch as a kid? Also, we do have Pantera tickets coming up here in about 20 minutes. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. We have Pantera tickets here in a few minutes, but I got another text message here on a McLaughlin Chevrolet text line talking about their favorite school lunch.
Okay.
And this person says from 3891, and this is kind of weird. This is gnarly, I think.
Okay.
They said they love their salad bar at their school, but minus the salad. Croutons and ranch. School lunches had the best ranch.
Okay, so you would just fill a bowl full of croutons and then, dip them in ranch or pour
I
the
think they
ranch
just
on milk?
like it's milk.
Oh, okay. That's. I mean, would it hurt you to put some lettuce in there?
Beef water. Would you ever eat just croutons and ranch?
No, it makes me gag just thinking about it.
Yeah, that's what he. I mean, that's a high school kid's lunch.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, I do love a little homemade ranch dressing, but
4100 said they had wiener wraps. Years after graduating, I tried to bribe a high schooler to get me one.
Dude, the wiener wrap is the king, in my opinion. Like, that is the pinnacle.
Laura didn't
hot
know what
lunch.
one was.
I don't know.
So you take a hot dog and you put it in white bread dough, right? Like a dinner roll type of bread, right? Okay, and then so you would roll that out. You put the hot dog in there, and then you roll the dough around the hot dog, and then you bake it. And you
I can't believe we're having
nice, pillowy bread around the hot dog. So it's like a hot dog baked into a bun.
I can't believe we're having to explain a wiener wrap to Laura.
And it's
This is
amazing.
what we've come to.
I guess it's when you think about it, it's kind of self-explanatory, but
Any
what's,
old school.
What's so good about it, though?
Just everything. If you grew up in the North Portland area and you shopped at Jansen Beach in the 80s, you might remember the Old Holland Baking Company, and they had a foot-long wiener wrap. And
Look at his mouth salad.
I know, yeah.
Look, I think about these things 8 times a
He's
year.
never forgotten that foot-long wiener wrap.
Bring it back.
It is amazing.
What was your favorite school lunch as a kid, though? I know it was a long time ago, Beef.
Yeah, so the wiener wrap would definitely be there. The chicken sandwich probably come in second place. Third place, the Fiesta pizza. Did you have these? They were round.
It was like a taco pizza? Or?
Yeah, it was a round, flat, like cheese pizza, but it had a taco seasoning type of flavor to it. And it was pretty good, a little greasy, but it was still awesome.
Was it served on like a crunchy tortilla, or was
No,
it
was
just
like
a pizza?
it was like a personal pizza.
Huh.
Flat cheese, some sauce, but it just had that like taco-y taste to it.
This
So the Fiesta pizza.
person says their favorite school lunch was chicken fried steak. You had chicken fried
Wow.
steak at your school? That's
Jeez.
incredible.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Rockefeller.
Yeah.
This one says, I didn't eat it, but your discussion made me think of it. It was a weird meal, not my favorite. The flying saucer is a piece of bologna with mashed potato scoop on top of it with a piece of fake cheese on top. That's like a prison dinner.
Yeah, what
Jesus.
is that?
That sounds terrible.
Oh.
Meanwhile, breakfast in Kentucky.
All right, coming up in a few minutes, we got tickets to go see Pantera. The show is Saturday nights at the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater, also known as the Cascade Amphitheater. But we'll have your tickets coming up in a few minutes with another game of 5 and 10, all right? We're commercial free. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes.
All right, a few more talkbacks and text messages coming in. This one says, we were talking about wiener wraps. Laura didn't know what a wiener wrap was.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about favorite school lunches. And it kind of shocked us. This person says, Laura, next time you're in Tillamook, go to South Prairie Store. They have the best wiener wraps.
South Prairie Store. Okay.
And this text from 3826 says, my family does wiener wraps at least twice a month. Cheese hot dog rolled in croissant dough. Someone get Laura a dang wiener wrap.
Yeah. That wiener wrap is definitely not the same as the legendary school wiener wrap, but it is, I guess it would work in a pinch.
Is that whack?
I feel like it is. Yeah, like you need that fully encased dog. The croissant you're wrapping around, the ends are poking out, then they get all baked and weird.
Well, yeah, because I've had the croissant wrapped wiener, and the ends are always out. Yeah. Are they not supposed to be out?
As soon as I see the ends out, I know it's a letdown.
Yeah,
it's just not it. And then
the whole thing needs to be
the cheese dog.
I want it baked into the soft, pillowy bread, not the hard croissant.
This person says I still make wiener wraps. I use Pillsbury biscuit dough from the can.
Yeah, see, I mean, yes, you're.
Why are you hating on everyone's wiener wrap game?
I'm just saying, there's a wiener wrap, and then there's the rest of them.
What do you think about the cheese-filled wiener?
Dude, I can't stand those.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. I would be. Look, I'm more of a traditional man, maybe a purist.
Yeah.
In the wiener wrap department.
He's serious about his wiener wrap.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
It's pig in a blanket.
Yeah, see, that's what I always called them, but they told me it was not a pig in a blanket.
Because it's not a pancake. It's bread. It's not a
pancake. No. It's your dough wrapped around your hot dog. It's a piggy in a blanket.
But a pig in a blanket is a sausage rolled in a pancake.
I don't think that's not what I.
Or we could Google it.
Okay, fine. We will Google it.
What is
pig in a blanket?
It's the same concept. No, it's the same concept, but yes.
A pig in a blanket is a small sausage, usually a cocktail weenie or a mini hot dog wrapped in a pastry like a croissant roll dough or puff pastry.
Okay, so it is the same. It doesn't have to be like a breakfast.
That's the hors d'oeuvre pig in a blanket, right?
Like the little one.
I like to use little smokies.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Ugh, I don't like those.
Really? Why? What do you mean you don't like little smokies?
Rolling little smokies for 37 hours getting ready for the party.
It's like a good
cheese in it. Come on.
It's a good Super Bowl snack.
Yeah. All right, man, thanks. We appreciate the call. We have a lot of talkback messages coming in. People are very serious about their school lunches and their wiener wraps, apparently. You can send us a talkback message anytime. Just download our iHeartRadio app for your cell phone. Once you have the Brew streaming, press that microphone button to record some.
Well, as far as school lunches go, most of them sucked. I was poor, so it was a free meal, and I ate it every time. But I used to work in the cafeteria for like 6 months.
I remember that.
And I used to eat all of the cookies, so there'd be like a tray missing. And, yeah, I'm fat.
That's my buddy Wayne from high school. I remember when he was in there with a hairnet and the apron.
He's the guy who brought the spider in.
Yeah. We had chicken sandwiches and tater tots at Marshall High.
Tots.
Chicken sandwich.
Good.
We had the potato patty, not the tots, but the like hash brown stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah. More talkbacks to our app.
Oh man, I couldn't wait for school lunch, man. It was the best. I loved it, and my favorite have to be the Mexican haystack. That's what a taco salad was. We called it the Mexican haystack.
Every school had a different name for it
nowadays, but oh man, was it good.
Yeah.
Later.
The Mexican haystack.
Yeah, mine was just like hamburger meat, cheese, and Fritos. That's all it was.
And
Nothing
it
special.
wasn't served in the Frito bag.
No, it was just served on one of those school lunch trays.
Oh. Yeah, see, we got ours
Get
in
a
the
little
bag,
glob
and
of
then,
it.
and then they would let you, you could go to the condiment bar and put, sour cream in it or cheese or whatever.
Dude, and then when I got to high school, my high school, they started deep frying pepperoni pizza pockets.
Oh,
like a Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
And they would take and drop that into the deep fryer. Bro, game changer.
So good.
We got more talkbacks to our app.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is Big John. Tanner, you said you like to eat weird food. How about if I bring some MREs, meals ready to eat, the military rations?
I like airplane food and fair food and school lunches, not MREs.
But it's deliciously mushy pasta.
Yeah. What, do you just add water to that stuff?
Most of it is sealed in so you get a bag and you put it's got this, I don't know how to explain it. It's got a little heating material in there, and you put some water in it up to a line, and then everything's in sealed pouches, and you just put the pouch in the heater thing and heat it up, and then you just open it up and eat it out of that.
Sounds terrible. Sounds terrible.
High calories.
Pretty bad.
Another talkback through our app.
Morning, Brew Crew. We had what was called Pronto Pups. We never called them the Wiener Wraps. So, Laura, if you ever heard of the term Pronto Pup, that's what it was. A big cheese-filled sausage with the croissant wrapped around it. You can do them at home pretty easy. Have a good day.
Yeah, but a Pronto Pup is like a corn dog, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Pronto Pup would have a very firm opinion on that.
This text from 7059 says, in the 70s, our school made beef stroganoff from scratch. It was amazing.
Ew.
You don't like beef stroganoff?
I mean,
That's
way...
good.
I think I was traumatized because I went to a friend's house once and her grandmother made me beef stroganoff, and I just couldn't get over the way it looked.
Yeah.
Her face. The visual just popped right into her brain.
Yeah, I gotta put that clip online of Laura just going.
Not my favorite.
This from 4410 says South Prairie Store in Tillamook sells an amazing wiener wrap, pig in a blanket, chicken fried steak, and school spaghetti were my faves.
I can't think of where that store is, and I've been to Tillamook a million times.
Yeah, well,
let us know if you're out there. Give me some landmarks. What is it near?
98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. All right, gosh, their talkbacks are just coming in left and right, but we got some Pantera tickets to give away in a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So that show's coming up on Saturday night at the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater. Give me a little Pantera, Laura.
I don't know. What do they do? Walk.
Yeah. Wait, I don't think I'm doing the right riff.
No,
Spect! There it is.
Oh, there, okay.
All right, coming up next, we will have a pair of tickets for you, and we'll play the 5 and 10 game for your chance to win. Check out our live stream. We are streaming video in real time on our website at 1059thebrew.com. We're commercial free with Green Day.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break, or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All this week, we've got tickets to see Pantera on Saturday night when they take over the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater. We are looking for callers 10 and 11 right now. We're going to play the 5 and 10 game coming up next. We'll give you a category, and you'll just have 10 seconds to name 5 things in that category. 866-445-1059. We'll play after the White Stripes.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
And I'm having a real hard time with this female deodorant. I just can't get used to it. I had to put my girlfriend's deodorant on this morning as I ran out, and I smell very. What'd you say? I smelled like.
Smelled very floral.
Floral. Yeah.
Are you still smelling it?
Every second. I'm not used to it. And then, like, the big bosses from out of town are in today, and I'm just going to walk around smelling like a dainty lady.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's better to smell like that than raw onions.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I want, maybe it is, maybe not, because, I want to smell like a man.
Nah, well, maybe, I'd rather smell like flowers than the old B.O.
Yeah.
B.O.'s just unforgivable.
They can smell the stress on you.
Yeah.
Stress
maybe it'll make the meeting go by faster, though.
Maybe. They're like, we need to wrap this up.
Anyway, 98197 is our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. A lot of texts are still coming in about the school lunches.
Mm-hmm.
Pioneer Pizza in Oregon City, I guess, has
square pizza?
Either square pizzas or wiener wraps. I'm not sure what they're referring to, but a lot of people were shocked to find out that you didn't know what a wiener wrap was, Laura.
Well, I guess I've always just called it a pig in a blanket, if that's the same thing.
Beefwater says it's not the same.
I know. Yeah, but the internet does. The internet.
I feel like it is definitely different. The pig in a blanket that this guy called and described is the hors d'oeuvre. You know what I mean? Like, so it'd be the little smoky wrapped in some puff pastry or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not the wiener wrap that I'm thinking.
Okay.
The pillowy, just delicious.
Very strong opinions on the wiener wrap. All right, it's time to play our game called the 5 and 10 game.
Hey.
We got passes to see Pantera on Saturday night at the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater, also known as the Cascades Amphitheater.
Yeah.
It should be a good show, though. Who's opening up for this band?
For Pantera?
Hold on. Let me consult the old.
So I feel like a lot of times you just get an awesome opening band, too. I love it when, like, every band on the bill is a good one.
It's some band that.
Some band.
It doesn't say on here.
All right. Well, we'll find it on
I don't know. It's a band I'd never heard of before. I will say that.
All right. Well, we have got here some contestants on the phone. This guy is calling from Portland. His name is Jeff. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Jeff.
It's Jeff.
Hey, it's Jeff. Bud, have you heard people play this game this week?
No, I have not.
You have not. All right. Well, I'm going to give you a category, and you're going to have 10 seconds to name 5 things in that category. You know, like if I said toothpaste, you'd have 10 seconds to name 5 different toothpastes.
Okay.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right.
Okie dokie.
He doesn't
It's not going to be toothpaste.
strike confidence in
so
me.
don't start thinking of toothpaste.
And people choke during this game. We haven't had a lot of winners. So.
Well, you're under pressure, you know. Jeff, this morning your category is school subjects, as in, you know, like a class subject, right?
You know.
You've got 10 seconds to name 10 school subjects.
5.
Sorry, 5 school subjects.
Yeah.
Beginning now.
Science, math, English, social studies, PE.
There it is.
Well, already. Wow.
Look at that. It's pretty good.
Yeah. When'd you graduate, bro?
Gresham High School.
Gresham High.
What year?
95.
95. Wow, man. Wow. And you still remember all that stuff. All right, well, hang on. We'll get your information, and we'll see you at the show.
What are
Saturday
social
night.
studies?
It's like
awesome.
Is that like
geography and stuff?
Okay, but like, is it like politics and history all wrapped in, or is it just?
No, it's how you learn how to work Instagram and Facebook.
Maybe these days, maybe that's the case now.
Social studies.
Yeah.
Social studies.
Where we learn about how to work our socials.
Chapter 1, TikTok. All right, dude. Hang on. We'll get your info, and we'll see you at the show, okay?
All right. Thanks, sir.
All right, brother. Yeah, Pantera. Did you find out who's opening up?
No. I didn't. Sorry. Hold on. Stand by.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got a.
Willie Lips and the Dips opening up for Pantera.
Willie Lips and the Dips.
I'd go and see them.
Actually, Beefwater. It's not Willie Lips.
Someone said
and the
it's a Viking metal band.
It's Amon Amarth.
Oh.
Yeah, someone's...
Amon Amarth?
Amon Amarth, yeah. All right.
Amon Amarth.
That sounds cool.
Viking metal band?
My brother would love that. My brother, like, he'll dress like a Viking going to Safeway.
What?
You know, big furry coat and a big stupid hat.
What has that always been?
Yeah, he's always liked that stuff. He named his dog, it's some German name, I can't even pronounce it. You know, he just likes weird stuff like that. We got into an argument once, and he was wearing one of those hats at my house, and I can't remember what he said to me, but he was like, "You're just being an arrogant jerk," or whatever. I can't remember what he said to me, but I go, "Yeah, you got a freaking feather in your hat." Because he was wearing this like...
Was it like a fedora?
It was like a cowboy hat, fedora type thing with like a feather in it, and I just couldn't.
Did that really cut him to the quick?
Yeah, that upset him. We didn't talk for like a week, but everything's fine now. But he would love this Viking metal band, Amon Amarth.
Amon Amarth.
All right, we'll have more tickets coming up tomorrow and another shot online at 1059thebrew.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's rock station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Coming up in a few minutes, another edition of Who's the A-Hole. We'll give you a real-life scenario, and you're just going to have to tell us who the A-hole is. Also, coming up next, another edition of The Big Story. We'll go around the room and share what we think the biggest stories of the day are right after Corn. Happy Wednesday. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily.
Let's get it on. And now, the big story.
It's time for the big story, where we go around the room sharing what we think the biggest stories of the day are. I will start with this, actually. Drew sent me a text this morning, because I sent him a text last night saying, have you guys left yet? And he said, we just landed. This was at about 6 a.m. this morning. Okay. Says, we just landed in London. All is good. We are taking the train through the underground right now.
Oh, they're on the tube.
Yeah.
That's good. Good to know that they arrived safe and sound.
He made it in time. Laura, what do you think the big story is?
Oh, I think the big story is today is the day In-N-Out, Washington's first In-N-Out, will open in Ridgefield. It was supposed to open last month. There were some delays trying to figure out traffic and whatnot. But today is the day. Now, you're not able to, they didn't let people camp out like in front of the restaurant or anything like that. But I'm assuming that people are parked in their cars, anxiously awaiting to get in line.
Text messages from people this morning say they were camping, not at the place, but like a block away.
Around the area. Yeah. Officially, the restaurant opens at 10:30 this morning. So go check it out.
All right. All right. I think the big story of the day is Delta Airlines and United Airlines were sued yesterday by passengers who claim they paid extra money to sit in a window seat, only to find themselves placed in seats next to a blank wall.
Oh.
The complaint says that some Boeing 737s and Boeing 757s and the Airbus A321 planes contain seats that would normally contain windows, but lack them because of the placement of the air conditioning ducts, electrical conduits, and other components.
I have been in seats where they're the windows are kind of off kiltered.
Yeah.
Like they're
where the seat is?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's kind of a window seat, but not.
You get half the window.
And then, like, who claims it? The person in front of you or you? You know, like whose window is it?
Yeah. Who controls the shade?
They say passengers said Delta and United did not flag these seats during the booking process, even when charging tens or occasionally hundreds of dollars for them. So
yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you're gonna not really be next to a window seat and still charge more for it, that's messed up.
I used to love the window seat as a kid. I do not want it anymore.
I'm an aisle seat person now.
Give me the aisle so I can get out of there quickly and I can go to the bathroom quickly.
That's the whole bathroom thing. Unless it's a really long flight. And then sometimes I opt for the window just because it's easier to lean against the window and sleep.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That's why I like it. I like being able to just, roll the shoulder, pretend the other people aren't there, sack out against the wall, and life is good.
Got to buy a neck pillow and then like a mask. And
I
just
think half the fun of traveling is when you wake up and you can't quite bend your neck back.
All right. All right, more on those stories online at 1059thebrew.com. Coming up, another edition of Who's the A-Hole on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Happy Wednesday. Don't forget Bacon and Beer. We announced it on Monday. Bacon and Beer, the 10th anniversary. I cannot believe we've made it 10 years.
Whoa.
This one will be Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery. Taking over the Milwaukee Portland Elks Lodge on McLaughlin, you know, where the bomber used to be. Like behind where the bomber used to be. Mm-hmm. And we'll be there from 6 to 10 a.m. on September 12th, broadcasting live. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We'll have a ton of prizes. I think since it's our anniversary, Beefwater's going to pop out of a cake.
We can only hope.
If you were lucky.
Yeah.
I've popped out of worse.
In a banana hammock?
We should have it. It should be a Bacon and Beer. You listen. You lost all this
my
weight.
New svelte body.
Yeah,
right?
you lost all this weight.
Exactly.
People will only throw up in their mouths, not entirely at this point.
Well, that will happen on September 12th. All right. All the info on Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery, online at 1059thebrew.com. All right. It is now time for another edition of Who's the A-Hole?
Oh, great.
We are going to give you a real life scenario, and you're just going to have to tell us who the A-hole here is. All right. Laura, you got the email?
Yeah, I got the email here. It says, am I the a-hole for calling the cops on somebody who parked in disabled parking? I hate this personally, but the email says, I was out and about today, stopped to get some cookies at a very popular cookie chain. Big van pulls up and several people in military uniforms get out, but the driver parks in a handicapped parking spot. There were not any stickers, no placards or plates or anything like that, that the vehicle had was allowed to park in disabled parking.
And if you don't see that and the guy just gets out of it and, walks with a stride to the store.
Yeah, you're like, and it's like a bunch of guys and they all seem able-bodied. A couple of minutes later, a different car with a disabled placard drives by, but all the spots were full, so they had nowhere to park. So, this person who sent the email took a picture of the van's license plate and called the non-emergency line to report that somebody had illegally parked in a disabled parking spot. When the guys came back out, they saw her taking a picture of the license plate and just laughed it off. And then they drove away. Yeah. So basically the question is she the a-hole for calling the cops, or was it really that big of a deal? Not that the cops or anybody could do anything about it, because by the time she filed the report,
they were gone.
The van had driven away.
But don't you, if you get caught parking in a handicapped spot, if you don't have one of those flyers, it's a pretty big ticket, isn't it?
I thought that was a pretty hefty fine if you got nailed for that.
Yeah. So, I mean, no matter how quick you think you're going to be in the store,
right?
Do you have... is it okay to ever park in a handicapped spot even if you don't have the placard?
But it is a serious enough deal where you have to call the cops for it.
But I mean, I feel like because she saw somebody else driving by looking for a handicapped spot and then could not find one, that's where the problem lies, right? Because now
you're taking
they have to walk further.
Right. 866-445-1059 is the phone number. Who's the a-hole? Is it the guy who parked in the handicapped spot, or is it the person who saw it and then called the cops? I know that if it were me, I would give them a dirty look. I can't see myself calling the cops just because I feel like I'm a tattletale or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see myself calling the cops on that either. But
It's a dick move what they did.
I would quietly judge them hard in my car. But I don't know if I probably wouldn't confront anybody about it because at the end of the day, like you're being a jerk and you parked into a bad spot.
I will say at least they called the non-emergency line and not like 911.
But I was wondering, with the photo evidence, can they still get nailed for that, or because they've left the scene, are they clean now? That's an interesting point.
I don't know.
She's got evidence of it.
In
Portland, they're not even going to worry about
No.
it. In Portland, they're going to be like, dude, somebody just crapped at a school this morning, so we don't have time for this.
But like, imagine worst case scenario, it's somebody who cannot walk long distances and now they got to park in the back 40. Like, that's a serious offense.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe taking a picture and at least reporting it, that's just doing your due diligence, right? Like, I think that's maybe okay.
I mean, I think we can all agree parking in a handicapped spot is a jerk move, and there's not a lot to be said about it.
Right. But would you call the police? Is it, is that an overreaction? 866-445-1059 is the phone number. You can also shoot us a talkback message if you're rocking us on our iHeartRadio app. If you don't have it, download it for your cell phone. This text comes to us from 1735. It says, normally I'd say the parker's the a-hole, but considering they're serving us and our country in the military, they can park wherever they want to.
I would argue the opposite of that.
And if
I don't know.
So this was a van of people that pulled into a parking lot and just pulled into a handicapped parking spot. Couldn't you? Did one person stay in the vehicle or did they all leave? Because if one guy stayed, you could have double parked virtually anywhere and achieved the same goal.
That's true. I don't know.
Is it possible he didn't see the sign? I mean, it's hard to kind of miss.
No, there's no way.
Yeah, there's one on the concrete.
It's on the ground, and there's one right in front of you when you park.
All right. Well, who's the a-hole? Let's go to the phones. I believe this is this Roman?
Yes, it is Roman. How are you, sir?
Good, man. Who's the a-hole here?
I got to say, I'm a law enforcement officer in the state of Kentucky, and it's a $500 fine to park in the handicap spot.
Really?
So I would say the people parking in the handicap spot is the a-hole on that one. Should she have called the police department? No. However, if she flagged one down or if an officer was nearby, we could easily take care of the problem.
All right. So if you got the call that, hey, someone's calling because someone parked in a handicapped spot, you'd roll your eyes, but...
You're not going to, show up just for that, but if you were in the vicinity, you would definitely...
I would not roll my eyes. I would take care of the situation ASAP.
All right.
Because it's a handicapped parking spot.
Right. Yeah. Would you you tell them to move, or do you give them the ticket or a warning?
I would give them a citation. I would give them a citation for it, especially if somebody was waiting for it.
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's the reason it's there, is for those people. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for rocking. What are you listening to us on the iHeartRadio app in Kentucky?
Negative, sir. I am in Oregon. I'm heading over to some beach on the western side.
This guy,
the coast somewhere.
This cop's here for our
Cannon
weed.
Beach. Cannon Beach. That's
nice.
the beach.
You're here for our weed, aren't you, sir?
Yeah. He's undercover.
No, sir. No,
right.
sir.
What do you think about it? Are they ever going to legalize it in Kentucky?
They should. They've been having medical dispensaries throughout the entire state.
Okay.
So,
at least they got that.
Getting there.
Yeah, it is. So we have new laws and regulations that we got to attend to and stand by, and we have medical marijuana cards and all that other good stuff going through. So as a law enforcement officer, it's interesting to say the least.
Well, enjoy Cannon Beach.
Yeah, man. And thank you for your service in the policing world. Real quick before you go, how good does it feel to hand off one of those $500 citations?
It feels pretty damn good, especially if someone's waiting. I get a lot of thumbs up from everybody with handicap placards.
Yeah. Well, in Oregon, it looks like it's $190 for the first offense if you park in a handicapped spot, $450 for each offense after that. So,
dude, you got to be a real jerk to keep doing it after you get told not to.
Thanks, Roman. Appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Be safe on the
job.
job.
Thank you so much, y'all. Take care.
I don't know how the mean streets of Kentucky are, but be safe out there. Let's go to, is this Margaret?
No, this is Pat.
Oh, hey, Pat. What's up? Tell us who the a-hole is, sir.
Definitely the handicap parker in this situation. But in the state of Oregon, you can actually take photographic evidence of parking violations and everything like that to the local precinct and write them a ticket yourself.
No
What?
way.
That's Karen like level expert.
Sounds kind of fun though.
It absolutely does sound kind of fun. I'm gonna have to double check.
I
want to
write somebody a ticket.
I think someone did that to Laura recently, right?
Well, no, I wish they would have done that, but they towed my car instead.
Yeah, they checked the right box. They said, guess what? We're going all the way on this one.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heads up on that, man. Appreciate it.
Likewise.
You're going to have a lot of Karens and Kens out there now taking pictures of people in a Costco parking lot. Like, I'm going to get this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to get him. Who is the a-hole here? Is it the person who parked in the handicap spots, or is it the person who called the police on him for parking in the handicap spot? More of your calls and texts coming up.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
105.9 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Coming up here at 9 o'clock this morning, we'll have another chance for you to fly to Las Vegas, to Sin City, to see our iHeartRadio Music Festival. This year it's going to be badass, man. Sammy Hagar, The Offspring, Bryan Adams will be there. We'll give you tickets to the show, airfare, hotel, all that stuff, and even $1,000 so you can get crazy while you're there, because Vegas has gotten expensive, man. And nickel and dime you for everything. And $1,000, it will come in really handy.
Yeah, plus it's always nice to spend somebody else's money.
That's absolutely right. 9 a.m., listen for that keyword to win. Coming up next, though, more of your calls and texts about who's the a-hole. We got an email from someone who called the police on somebody who parked in a handicap spot. So obviously it's a jerk move to park in a handicap spot, but is calling the cops a little overblown? I don't know. You tell us who's the a-hole. 866-445-1059 is the number, or you can shoot us a talkback message through our iHeart Radio app. Happy Wednesday. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on 105.9 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing.
We want to know who the a-hole is. We got an email from somebody who said they called the cops on somebody they saw park in a handicap spot.
Yeah.
That didn't have a handicap, flyer from their window or on their license plate or whatever. So they called the cops. Who's the a-hole here? Is it the person who parked in a handicapped spot? I guess it was a bunch of guys in a van. It
was like a bunch of military dudes. Like they were all wearing military fatigues and stuff. So
yeah, and there's someone who sent a text earlier and said, listen, they're in the military. They can park wherever they want.
Yeah, but I mean, they're able-bodied individuals. They can.
Yeah, I would think that means you should probably park at the farthest end of the parking lot and hoof it.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Who's the a-hole here in this situation? Is it the person who called the cops on the people who parked in the handicap spot, or is it the people who parked in the handicap spot? We have a lot of text messages coming in, but first let's go to the talkback machine.
Yeah.
Send us a talkback anytime through our iHeartRadio app. Just download it for your cell phone, and once the Brew's streaming, press the microphone button.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Chrissy here. The person that did not have a handicap placard or sticker or anything is totally the a-hole. I actually have one because I have a horrible low back and chronic pain. And there are some stores where there are not a whole lot of handicap spots, so you have to find somewhere to park or you have to not go there. And it really, really sucks. In Washington, you'll get a $1,500 fine.
Whoa. Oh. No joke in Washington. Damn. Let's go to line 1. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
Good morning. So I was in the military for 27 years, and you don't park in a handicap spot, period. If you're in the military, you don't do that because, one, you're an able-bodied soldier, and number two, it's disrespecting every other soldier because you're setting a bad example to the public.
Yeah.
You are always, when you're in uniform, you're always in uniform, and you always display what you're supposed to display. You always have integrity, and that's showing a lack of integrity.
So do you think
if it's a government ban,
right?
If it's a government ban, there would be a government plate on it, and you know, she could basically say, hey, what unit does this belong to, and let the commander know, and the commander will take care of those soldiers, and they'll get disciplined for that because that is wrong.
Is it possible that maybe they didn't see the sign?
That's okay.
You know, I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Not likely.
Not likely.
Very
because
unlikely.
basically what it is probably they're like probably young soldiers. They're like, hey, let's go get some, you know, whatever it is, like the crumble cookie or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, well, we can just park wherever we want. No, because it's got government plates. Well, no, you can't. That's
all right.
Not
probably,
true.
We're going in. We're going to be 5 minutes. We're in and out of here. You know, it's probably one of those situations.
I think you should be more embarrassed if they're getting a caramel cookie instead of parking in a handicap spot. All right. Thanks, man. We appreciate it. Let's go to line 2. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Who's the a-hole? Is it the person who parked in the handicap spot or the person who called the cops for parking in the handicap spot?
Well, honestly, they're military. They should have the utmost respect for the disabled no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So they're the a-hole.
They're the a-holes.
They are government. They should know better, period.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, like maybe they didn't see it. But
like, where is there not handicapped parking at the front of a parking lot? Like it just
Right. Every parking lot has that front spot for the handicap for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes they've got
It's not for
47 of them,
military.
like Walmart. And so many handicap
Right.
spots.
But still, yes,
Yeah.
it's not just because you wear a freaking soldier outfit doesn't mean you can just button the front of the line.
All right. Appreciate your call, man. Thank you for your insight, good sir.
Yeah.
Let's go to line 3. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Who's the a-hole?
The a-hole's the military guys for parking there because, yeah, they're healthy and,
right.
You know, I see people parking the handicap spot that aren't handicapped. They have a handicap sticker, but it's somebody that they drive around like a grandma or something, or maybe they broke their leg at one time, but it's not broke now, and they take advantage of it.
Yeah. All right. And I can see somebody like if they don't have a handicap sticker and they're clearly still hurt. Like I'm probably not going to say anything, you know, like if you're clearly hurt, maybe you just haven't gone to the DMV yet or whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. We appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right. Thanks. Sorry. Yeah.
Not me. I'll stop and quiz them. How broke are we talking, sir?
If like I don't see a limp.
Because it looks like you're doing pretty good right now.
This one says The person who parked in the handicap spot is the entitled jerk. It's 85% of the population these days. This one from 2411 says, I feel like they're both the a-hole in this situation. Maybe more so the person that called, only because I feel like the police have bigger fish to fry than dealing with someone parking in like an inconsiderate prick. So that's what they're saying.
True.
Let's go to Richard. Good morning, Richard. Who's the a-hole?
His name is Michael.
Michael, whatever. Change your caller
Richard.
ID.
Hey, I think his name is Mike.
Change your caller.
No, I'll just go by, hey, Richard, I think his name is Mike.
All right.
Aren't all state, police and military all required to uphold every law and respect every law?
I mean,
state and federal. So if they're parking, I mean, as slight as it is, they're still supposed to uphold all laws, right?
I would think if they were turned in, like their commander or whoever could probably punish them for this. You know, some sort of acting dishonorably in public or whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. As minor as it is, they're still supposed to respect all laws. Yeah. So.
All right.
Anyways, that's my opinion.
Appreciate it, Richard. No, I think his name is Mike.
Yes.
That's now his full name. Thanks for the call. We do have more talkback messages coming in through our iHeartRadio app. If you don't have our app, you should really get it for your cell phone. It is free, which is nice. You'll have access to thousands of stations, including The Brew.
Parking in a handicapped spot might not be a big deal to some people, but if you have a disability, you need that spot so you can open the door to your van to get your wheelchair out, or you need it so you can do something at a doctor's office, it is a big deal. If you're not handicapped, go park somewhere else.
Yeah.
This is Connie from Vacaville again.
Thanks, Connie.
All right, Connie. But what do you do when your sub sandwich is ready? You're right there, and you just need to zip in and get it real quick.
What happens when you're real hungry?
Yeah.
I got to be honest, there are times where I see those handicap spots open and every spot's taken, and I've never even thought about parking there.
No, it doesn't even count as a spot in my mind.
Yeah, it's that's just off limits to me. Another talkback through our app.
Look, I think that the military guys that parked in the handicap spot were definitely at fault. And shame on them for the laughing it off when they got caught. But, yeah, I don't think that the lady that took the picture and called 911, maybe that was a little over the top. But, yeah, the L goes to the military guys for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So this seems to be
yeah, we got a pretty firm ideal here.
Laura, you've dated some military guys. Tell us, how many push-ups is this infraction? How many push-ups would they get?
Oh gosh, I don't know. They might get smoked. They might. It might be like an all-day type of thing.
42,000 push-ups.
You gotta,
boy.
You gotta scrub the grout with a toothbrush or something. I don't know.
Get out there and walk till you're disabled. Walk them feet off.
Another talk back through our app.
So my wife is completely disabled. She runs around in a 300-pound electric wheelchair, and there's nothing more infuriating than all the spaces being used up by giant four-wheel drives that nobody handicapped would use. During bad weather, I mean, she gets rained on all the time because people are parked in the spots.
That's so frustrating.
And I don't call the cops. I pretty much confront them face to face.
Nice.
And almost get in a lot of fights because of it. But I always feel justified.
Like, do you let her just go into the grocery store and you just lean against their car waiting for them to
You're
come
like,
out?
hold on, sweetie, I'll take care of this.
Well, I also think it's kind of funny, the notion of somebody being offended that you would confront them about it. Like, why are you getting into a fist? Like, you got called out. You clearly did something wrong.
Yeah, right.
Like, just get in your car and
you
not
should
do
be
it.
embarrassed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
1829 says, step 1, boot their car. Step 2, offer to take it off for $100. Step 3, profit.
There you go.
7308 says, even if they miss the sign, how do you miss the giant blue wheelchair in the ground?
Right.
You're right. I mean, maybe it could be faded. I've seen them where they're pretty faded. I was just trying to give them like the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Because I would think that those guys, if they're really in the military or the service, are respectful.
And they know better.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like the bigger foul is the laughing it off when they were confronted about it. I
Right.
feel like, look, it's one thing to just be inconsiderate, and it's another thing to be blatantly inconsiderate and go like, yeah, we know what we did, and screw you for thinking about it.
Deal with it.
3776 says, they're still the a-hole, but I wouldn't call the police. Several times I've forgot to put my placard on the mirror.
Okay.
So then forget.
That's fair.
Yeah. What they did parking in a handicap spot is not cool, but we do need to rein in calling the police for nothing.
Yeah,
I see so many
have
videos.
Bigger issues to deal with.
Neighbors fighting over an inch of land, or somebody sprayed water. I saw one where somebody they shoveled snow onto the neighbor's property.
Yeah.
and the
And they
neighbor called the cops.
Come on.
Like, those people should go to jail.
Look,
That's our tax dollars at work.
I've seen so many threats of "I'll call the cops because you're filming me in public." Like, imagine how many calls are going in now that didn't used to be.
Like, if you're in public, they can film you whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
They can film you wherever, as long as it's like not in a private business. And they can, I guess, until they're asked to leave.
But the best is when somebody's being filmed in public, and then they go, "You know what? I'm gonna film you back."
Yeah.
And now you got a film battle going on of just each other filming each other in a parking lot.
Two idiots holding up their cell
accomplishing
phones.
absolutely nothing.
Those two are the worst people. I hate both those people. Let's go to, is this Bear? Oh, no, Bear hung up.
Sorry, Bear.
Yeah. All right, we'll do one more talk back, and then we'll take a break here. There's a lot of talk back messages coming in. People are fired up. And I smell like women's deodorant today.
You do.
I can't get over it.
I can smell it from here.
I ran out of my deodorant, so I had to put my girlfriend's on, and it's driving me nuts. All right, sorry, side note. It's just very distracting.
I thought the email just said that they were wearing camouflage. It might not have been military, just could have been rednecks. But they're definitely the a-holes.
Yeah, it did sound like redneck behavior more than serviceman behavior. So, all right, more of your calls and texts on the way. We still have your chance at a trip to Vegas coming up at 9 a.m. Hang on.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, coming up next, another keyword that could get you to Las Vegas. Maybe you could go down there and do a little gambling, do a little clubbing if that's your thing.
Do a little dancing.
That's not my thing. I went to one club in Vegas once years ago.
$500 for bottle service.
It's crazy, and like when you get in there, the drinks are also crazy expensive, and you're waiting in line for 20 minutes. It's not a place for me.
Well, that's why you buy a $1,000 bottle, and it's just right there at the table, and you don't got to wait another long.
Exactly.
But we'll send you to Vegas with $1,000 in your pocket, so you'll have some money to spend, and then you'll check out our iHeartRadio Music Festival with Sammy Hagar, Bryan Adams, The Offspring will be there. It's going to be a real fun show. Coming up next, you'll hear the keyword. Once you hear it, you got to text it into 200-200 to win. We're commercial free. It's 105.9 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Don't forget Bacon and Beer, a decade of debauchery. This is our 10th anniversary. Coming up September 12th at the Milwaukee Elks Lodge on McLaughlin. It's kind of tucked back where the Bomber used to be. So come on out and get weird with us on the 12th. We'll be there live from 6 to 10 a.m. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We get a lot of prizes, a lot of games. And 10 years of debauchery, beef.
Right. It's been a little bit since we've done one, so definitely come and check it out. And it's right in the middle of town, so if you haven't been to one before, maybe this is the one to mark and come join us for.
And I've heard that the Elks are wild and crazy.
So I've heard.
They like to have a party.
And word's out.
So if you're in Gladstone, Oregon City, Milwaukee, this is the one for you.
This is it.
Come on out and get crazy. By the way, Todd Father's on the phone, who has made our stickers, our Tanner, Drew, and Laura stickers, and our Bacon and Beer shirts and stickers. What's up, Todd Father?
Hey, man, just checking on you guys, man. It's exciting. Looking forward to another Bacon and Beer. It's always a blast. You guys always rock.
Are you going to be able to make it? Because
looking forward to it.
we just found out off the air that Todd Father has to travel to Minnesota once a week for work. Man. He goes there for like 2 or 3 days once a week. And how long you been doing this?
We've been going back and forth to Minnesota now for, I don't know, 6 months or so.
It's got to be exhausting.
But we had to do it when Phoenix got up and running. We had to do it when all of them got up and running. So, it's a little bit of hard work.
And you were saying your T-shirt company's been making a lot of money because, like, something will happen, like
dead people are big business.
Yeah, like when Ozzy died, what happened?
Well, a whole bunch of shirts came through, right? Obviously, Ozzy Osbourne. So when you order a shirt online somewhere, the chances of going through our shop are pretty big.
So, like, if memes get popular, they go and make shirts. Did you see any Titan Submersible shirts come through?
I didn't. I did not.
It's a missed opportunity.
That's a little savage.
Well, the memes are savage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, and I'm not always next to the, machines, but they tell me, like, they get their news from that, It's, within an hour or two of somebody's death or something happening, like the Hulk, next thing you know, you have all these Hulk Hogan shirts coming through.
Yeah. Really?
It's like, good or bad,
It's just people trying to make a quick buck on
and look,
sense.
when that happens, just go ahead and
It's
pull
so
one of those off
sad.
to the side and just set it off in a box for me. and I'll
Yeah,
come and pick
Beefwater
'em
wants
up.
the Hulk Hogan shirt.
Buddy, I'd take care of you, whatever you want. You just text me. I got you.
What was the number that you told me before that if you make a purchase online, how many of those online T-shirt purchases are you producing at this point? It's quite a bit.
It's quite a bit. It's a large amount now. I mean, like the other day, some days you get there and there's only a couple of hundred shirts to be made, and sometimes you get there and there's thousands.
Whoa.
But the vast majority of shirts you would buy online, good chance Todd Father's getting that made for you.
It's pretty impressive.
Well, what's the website, Todd Father, if people want to get shirts made, if they want some new stuff for their crew on the job site or whatever?
It's FLIFX.com.
FLIFX.com. So if you get your job, your work crew needs some new shirts, or if you just want to turn a hot meme into a T-shirt,
yep,
you can reach out to them. All right,
That's
Todd
right.
Father, appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, man.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
We'll
you guys
talk-
have bacon and beer.
Yeah, gang, 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 sir.
Bing, bing.
Gang, gang.
Coming up in a few minutes, what is the most fun state in America?
Whatever one I'm in.
I got a list here of the most fun states. Is Oregon on it? Is Washington on it? We'll find out here in less than 10 minutes. We are commercial free on 105.9 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, what's the most fun state in America?
I'm going to say probably like Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah. I think they have the world's biggest ball of twine.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Being sarcastic.
I am being sarcastic.
One of the most boring states on the planet. But it looks like there is a list here. Wallet Hub released a list of the 10 most fun states in America.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be the Disney properties, right?
Branson, Missouri.
Yeah, that's it.
Branson.
Yakov Smirnoff. What more do you need?
No, those are not on the list here. Now, they compared all 50 states on 26 key indicators of a good time, including movie costs, accessibility of national parks, and nightlife options.
Okay.
And the most fun state, just give me a guess on what you think the most fun state is.
Nevada.
It's on the list, but it's not number one.
Colorado.
It is also on the list, but not number one.
Okay.
California is at number one.
Okay.
For the most fun state in America.
That makes sense. There is lots to see and do.
Yeah. Florida's at 2, Nevada's at 3, Illinois is at 4, New York is at 5, Colorado is at 6, Washington State at 7 for the most fun state in America.
Okay.
Texas is at 8, Minnesota at 9, and Oregon at number 10.
Nice.
California and Florida were the first two I thought of, but only from the theme park perspective of there being more of that per capita than anywhere else.
But also California has, you can ski, you can go to the beach, you can hike, you can do all that. Florida is somewhat the same.
Yeah, you just drink and get hot in the sun there.
And maybe get eaten by an alligator.
See some NASCAR.
Could be.
But there it is. Oregon and Washington are on the list. Number 10 for Oregon, number 7 for Washington for the most fun states.
I bet we'd be higher on the list if we had sports.
Yeah.
Like a football team.
And if we had more consistent weather throughout the year like California does, then, I mean, this would be the spot too. But half of the beauty comes from the rain.
Yeah, Washington was 7 on the list, and they have the same weather as we do.
Yeah.
Worse, I would argue.
Touche, Laura, touche. What are you trying to do? Don't paint me into a corner.
Sorry, beef.
Well, if you like going outside and enjoying the outdoors here, Laura's going to have another hiking report coming up on Friday. This girl hikes all over the state, and she does it by herself and her camera like Survivor Man.
Don't tell people that.
It's true, though. But she'll review another trail and let you know if it's good enough for you to try Friday morning at 9 a.m. on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break, or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's rock station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. We do have Bacon and Beer creeping up on us. It's coming up on September 12th. That is going down at Milwaukee Elks Lodge on McLaughlin. We'll be there live from 6 to 10 a.m. Everyone who shows up gets free bacon. We'll have a lot of great beer specials. It's fun at these things because, people are like hammered by 8 a.m. and it's wild.
Also, the mood's good. Everybody's happy to be there. Everybody's excited that another one is upon us, and it's just a fun vibe all morning long, in my opinion.
It's funny because the people who are unfamiliar with the event, you tell them about it, and then you tell them what time of day it is, and they're like, "Oh, you do it in the morning? Why do you do it in the?" Yeah. Because you just gotta come out and see for yourself, and you'll get the appeal. You will understand.
Yeah. If you're in the Milwaukee, Gladstone, Oregon City area, or, some people come deep. Some people come from like Salem and Longview.
People drive from like Olympia.
Yeah, it's wild. So come on out. September 12th, we'll be at the Milwaukee Elks Lodge on McLaughlin, kind of like behind where the Bomber used to be. And these people, from what I understand, they like to get weird. They like to get all sorts of crazy. So
that's what they say.
So come on out for that. Here in just a few minutes, we'll check your talkback messages. So if you've got something to say to the show, download our iHeartRadio app. And once you've got the Brew streaming, press the microphone button. Happy Wednesday. We're commercial free. It's 105.9 The Brew. Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes.
Happy Wednesday. Are you excited for the kids to go back to school, Beefwater?
Yes and no. It's nice to get back into the routine for sure, but that means then there's lunch packing to do in the morning, which adds about another 20 to 30 minutes.
That's true. A lot of people's routines are about to change, you know?
Yeah, but also this is your daughter's senior year, right? Are you a little sad?
More than a little sad. I'm very sad about it. I'm trying not to think about it.
Really?
I'm being perfectly honest with you, because it's bothered me all summer.
Yeah, because this is it, man. After this, do you think she's going to stay like in town to go to college here, or is she going to go somewhere else?
Probably so. She's still trying to decide what her next adventure is going to be. And so I anticipate.
And you have
her
no problem
sticking
with her
around.
staying at the house?
No. I mean, look, it's one of the beautiful parts of life being so expensive. She kind of can't. What are you going to do? You're going to go out and get a $3,000 apartment? Not so quickly.
That does help the clingy parents, I suppose.
Yeah.
Where are you going to live?
So
you can't afford that.
I would rather her stay home and work, put money away, and be able to take off when she's 21 or 2 and be able to actually have some cushion.
You are going to be dealing with it though soon, because from what I understand, your daughter's boyfriend is about to leave.
Well, those plans have also changed. So he's staying in town now as well. Some housing issue came up, and there was like a hat trick of bad luck that came up that made him push pause on that. So now he's staying home, redirecting what he's doing, and he thinks he wants to go to a trade school and learn how to be.
I was thinking she's going to be all depressed when he leaves. But
I was bracing for it because I didn't think it was going to go too good. But no, he wants to. He decided he's going to stay back. He wants to learn how to be an electrician.
Yeah,
and,
nice. And that's what you were. Look at that.
Oh my God!
Look at that.
Wow.
Beefwater's gonna be a granddad soon.
Gave him a little.
Don't say that.
Gave him a little pep talk.
Did I put the cart before the horse?
I think
yes,
so.
Very much so. We had a good conversation about all that, and I told him that it was a beautiful plan, and if he was going to do something, learning a trade would be an excellent idea.
That's right.
Electricians make good money.
You don't
too,
have
right?
to do it, but you've got the knowledge, and you can. Oh yeah.
Why did you quit? You were making so much more money doing that than doing this.
Well, I didn't enjoy it, so it was just a job for me, and. I was doing both simultaneously, so I'd get off from doing one and I'd go and do the other one, and the other one was a lot more fun. And then you start justifying the money of going like, I know, but yeah, the money sucks, but at least it's a good time.
Yeah.
And here we are.
You can only tell your wife that for so long, though. You got to get it together. Well, glad to have you, Beef. Glad that you're making less money.
I'm glad to be making less money, too. This is the path for me, whether I like it or not.
Don't let the bosses hear you say that.
I love actually, they might want to hear that. He's okay with, $15,000 a year.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
He's paying us at this point.
Yeah.
Like
it's
if
a
they
great ROI.
if they toll that bridge, I'm definitely at a deficit.
Dude, right? Like, because you're going to be paying to come to work.
It'd be,
and they're saying like $20. Right?
Yeah, I'm ballparking that is going to be on the low end at $200 a month to come to work.
Jeez Louise.
On top of the taxes I pay for the state of Oregon that I get no say in.
Yeah.
I just get to pay into the system. I get no benefit from it.
We'll let Beefwater complain more about this later on the Donkey Show podcast. We got to do this now. It's time for another edition of the Dumbass of the Day.
And now, Tanner, Drew, and Laura's Dumbass of the Day.
You may have already seen this video that's gone viral on the internet, but a 26-year-old named Alton Oliver that sounds like the name of a book. Alton Oliver. A novel. Yeah. But he was on trial in Georgia last week facing murder charges.
Oh, yikes.
So he was accused of killing an off-duty police officer back in 2022, but claimed it was in self-defense.
Okay.
That's a whole other ordeal. This really doesn't have anything to do with the story other than that. But the trial lasted 3 days. It wrapped up on Friday of last week after the jury quickly came back with a verdict. They handed the verdict to the judge to read. And everyone was on the edge of their seats, obviously, because this, had
a big deal.
Murder trial.
Yeah.
The judge accidentally read the wrong verdict.
Oh.
And said the guy was guilty instead of not guilty.
Dude, you had one job.
Yeah, boy.
And people called him on it, and he was like, wait, did I not say not guilty? Oh, hold on. And he kind of resets. But
he's like, just kidding. Oh.
But dude, at that point, the guy was having a heart attack.
I was just going to say, worst prank of all time.
And his family's freaking out, I'm sure.
Here's a clip that went viral. This is the actual judge who looks like an actor. He looks like somebody like the guy from the Pig movie or Babe movie.
Oh.
Like the old guy. He kind of looks like the old guy from Babe.
Publishing the verdict, we, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment. Sheriff, will you please hand this to ex-counsel? and pass it over to.
Wait, what?
Didn't I say not? No. Sorry. We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty on all 6 counts. I apologize for my mispronunciation.
You didn't mispronounce. You just left the whole word out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment. Over to.
Wait, what?
I like. Wait, what? Like people knew that. Like this is that's garbage.
It's like everyone on the jury is like,
Is that the jury that spoke up?
I think so.
The video clearly showed I wasn't even in Miami.
Right. Well, dude. I mean,
I guess it's better that than the opposite. Like, imagine you were to say not guilty, and then turns out, just kidding, you're going to jail forever.
What if you're not guilty? You're found guilty. In the 10 seconds before he's saying that it was an accident, you've already wigged out, you crashed out, you flipped the table, you punched your lawyer.
It's like now you are going to jail.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What happens then?
Man.
Because there was a good, 5-10 seconds?
It was a minute.
Between him saying it was actual not guilty? Let me play that again.
And in fact, he's like, did I not say
The verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty as to all 6 counts of the bill of indictment. Sheriff.
To the guy's credit, though, who's on trial, he doesn't move. He just kind of he's writing on a piece of paper, it looks like, and he just continues to write, almost like he tuned out or something.
That would be the worst feeling in the world.
Scary.
Yeah. Let's see how long he thought he was going to prison. For how many seconds?
The bill of indictment. Sheriff, will you please hand this to State's counsel and pass it over to.
Wait, what?
About 8 seconds.
Yeah. 10.
Didn't I say not?
Oh, more than that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Like 20 seconds.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty on all 6 counts.
His stomach probably dropped.
Do you think in his heart, the judge had his mind made up about what the verdict was going to be?
Maybe.
And he just said that out loud?
It's possible, I suppose. It is possible.
Instead of...
But Laura, you asked the question, can he sue for
emotional distress?
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it
mean, he could try, but
man,
I don't know if he'd get very.
I don't know. Could you imagine a feeling more intense than waiting for a verdict to come down? And one is I go through that door and I'm going to prison for X amount of years.
I think I'd throw up or pass out. One of the
I'd
two.
be so nauseous.
I might throw up and then pass out.
There's just no gray area. You're either going home or you're going to prison.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't do it. Bro, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't survive prison either. I'd last a week.
Yeah,
I'd be like that fat guy who went into prison on Shawshank and just cried myself to sleep.
I'd be doing fine. I'd be out there teaching pickleball, having a great day.
You would.
Dude, I bet Beefwater would get ripped in prison.
What? I wouldn't get ripped?
I get ripped apart.
You'd probably get ripped too.
No, you're right. It'd be a slow roast for me. I'd do a lot of reading, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think the boردom would help you stay in shape. You know what I mean? What else are you going to do all day?
Well, I don't want to get my ass kicked, so yeah, I'm going to be doing push-ups the moment I get there, if I ever go. But I don't plan on murdering
You're
anybody.
never going to go. Let's not put that out there.
I appreciate you thinking that I'm a good enough citizen.
Just don't put that out there in the universe.
The key to not getting your ass kicked at prison is just having an appropriate amount of snacks stashed in your cell that you can just, pop off some Swiss rolls.
Don't beat me up. I'll give you some of my JoJo's.
Check it out.
I got an oatmeal cream pie in my cell. Just leave me alone.
As long as somebody stocks your commissary, you're good.
I just converted my desk into a Blackstone grill. Come on, let's go get some smash burgers.
All right, we got a few more preseason games, and then the actual season will get going next month.
Yep.
But yesterday we read off a list of teams that had a chance to excel this season. Mm-hmm. What was the word I actually used? The teams that have a chance to just
not breakthrough,
blossom, or
it was something with a B.
Yeah, these are the teams that had a big chance of doing well this season.
Getting much better.
Now I have the NFL.
The number one team, for instance, was the Jacksonville Jaguars, which you can't really go down from where they're at right now.
Yeah,
so.
True.
Now I have a list of NFL teams predicted for declines this season.
Okay.
And I gotta say, Laura, it's not looking good for you or Drew, frankly.
Yeah, well,
You're a Detroit Lions fan. Obviously, Drew's a Minnesota Vikings fan. Looks like ESPN looked at all the teams most likely to improve in the upcoming season, and here we have that same guy, Bill Barnwell's list of teams that are probably going to decline this season. Kansas City Chiefs is on the top of the list.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they've got to. I think they've hit, knock on wood, I think they've hit the end of the road.
Yeah, it's cyclical. Teams don't stay good forever. They all have these wild streaks, and then it changes. So we've seen it with the Cowboys. We've seen it with the Colts.
So you guys actually think it's over for the Chiefs?
Well, I don't. I think they'll still do okay. But even though they made it to the Super Bowl last year, they didn't perform well
100%
the entire season.
Right.
So
they just kind of limped through and got there, which no
I remember
discredit to
Travis
them. They're a great
Kelce
football
throwing a
team.
fit at the Super Bowl. He threw his helmet and
well, I mean,
He was all butthurt.
he was looking for that three-peat.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
He also ordered some nachos that never came.
that would upset me too. Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs are at the top of the list here for teams predicted for declines this season. And sorry, Drew, I know you're not here to defend your boys, but the Minnesota Vikings are next on the list.
I just thought it was so strange that they did so well last year, and then they're like, nah, let's get rid of the quarterback.
Yeah,
they didn't even give him a second chance.
Yeah, I don't get that, but they're on there. I'm sure Drew would be defending this and saying it's wrong,
Yeah.
or whatever. But I don't know what to tell them.
Yeah,
but they're on there.
We'll see.
Washington Commanders are next on the list.
Oh, interesting.
They're predicted for a decline this season. The Washington Commanders.
Because they kind of came out of nowhere last year.
Indianapolis Colts are the next team that
Were
are
they even
predicted to have a
good?
decline.
I feel like the
How'd they
Colts
do
have been
last
in a
year?
little bit of a slump the last couple of years.
And they say the expectations are high in Indy that the Colts can perform better than last year's 8-9 record. Fun facts, 4 of those wins were against backup quarterbacks, and only 2 are against teams one would describe as competitive.
Okay.
Ugh.
All right, so the Colts, maybe not so much.
And finally, Laura, the Detroit Lions are on the list.
I'm not surprised.
They lost all their coaches.
I know, and then, oh, God.
It's a rebuild.
It's like,
I know, but the last year
Yeah,
they
but I
did
mean,
well, like
we
the
did
best they've done in so long.
well, I mean, the year before, they got further in the season. But I don't know. I think Dan Campbell, they got Aiden Hutchinson back. They've got their team. And I think they're still going to do well.
Yeah, it's one of those things that comes with the success of any given football team or basketball team or whatever. People do good, the stock rises up for the players, and now they're looking at other deals and how can I leverage to get maybe traded to another team or try and parlay this great season into some more money. And if you guys are into sports documentaries, last night I watched America's Team on Netflix. It's all about the Dallas Cowboys. Tells you that story of how Jerry Jones got the money to buy the team. Pretty cool show.
All right. Yeah, I was watching murder documentaries last night, but I'll have to check that one out.
It's almost the same thing.
Same thing.
You and true crime.
I love true crime. Well, there it is. Those are the teams that are predicted for declines this season. I hope it doesn't go that way for you, Laura, because I lived there for 2 years. I would love to see the Detroit Lions win a Super Bowl, or at least just
a lot of
get
people,
there.
I think, but
it would be amazing.
We'll see.
The blue collar story. Right? The underdogs.
There is. In that show I was just talking about, there's a sweet scene of the Detroit Lions coming in and just putting a run to bed for the Cowboys.
Was that last season?
It was not last season. It was.
I was going to say they
seemed like
did
100
that
seasons ago.
I was going to say they did that last season.
What about your Seahawks, Beef? How they looking?
I'm saying we're still in the rebuild phase up there. I don't know. I think we're going to do okay. I don't see us going to any championships at this level, but you know what? We
Not
got
with
another
that
season
attitude,
too.
Beef.
Look, it's where we're at. We're in just a couple years deep of some new coaching, so we're going to build it up, keep playing Moneyball, do what we do. Go Hawks.
All right. What do you think? Shoot us a text message on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line at 98197 or a talkback message through our iHeartRadio app. Download it for your cell phone.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Now, what's trending?
All right, we got the goods online at 1059thebrew.com. A lot of good stuff. We have some movie trailers online. We got other things.
So many fun and awesome things.
Actually, the teaser trailer for Fallout Season 2 just dropped.
Oh my God, I forgot about that show.
Dude, I really enjoyed the first season. I played the games for a little bit. Like I've played like maybe an hour of one of the games.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know much of the games, but the TV show is great.
Well, and that's why I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this show because I don't play video games really. And everyone was like, no, it doesn't matter.
You don't need to.
And it didn't matter.
Like
it was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, I really... Did you watch Fallout?
I did.
What'd you think of that?
I thought it was pretty good. That's Walton Goggins, right?
Walter Goggins as the ghoul.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Little baby Billy.
I just love that guy. I love that everything that he does seems to be interesting to me.
Yeah.
And I'm not a sci-fi guy, and I stuck through that whole show. So I'll
Yeah, Beef
tune in
doesn't
for
like
season
anything,
2.
and he liked this. So Fallout's great.
I like stuff.
It's like if it came out after 1973, he's out.
Yeah, right.
Well, listen, I have an early, like 1984 cutoff.
What show are you watching right now? Guaranteed it's an old sitcom or something.
Boy. What was I? Yeah, I was watching some Knight Rider last night.
Okay, that's a good show.
Look, it happens, okay? Sometimes I just need to feel alive.
Here's a trailer, a little clip from the trailer of Fallout Season 2. Anytime. There it is. There.
You want to know why the world ended? It started here with one man.
It's all over.
I love the music they used on this show.
Yeah.
Cooper Howard, star of the silver screen. Like yourself, I am the very best at what I do. And what I do is I know everything.
There it is.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Everything.
We'll put that online at 1059thebrew.com. Also, there's a viral clip that suggests a fly may have helped golfer Tommy Fleetwood sink a crucial putt at the BMW
fly?
Champ. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the unusual shot, it was accompanied by his commentary, has drawn millions of views online. This is like a quick clip of this.
You mock me. Watch the fly. There he is. He's on the... There he comes, and he goes, no, I'm not having this. I'm going to wander over the equator, and in we go. Thank you very much.
She's right, you know.
She's right, you know.
Wow, there it is. So anyway,
Okay.
all that stuff will be online at 1059thebrew.com. I did get a message. Did I mention this earlier that I got a message from Drew this morning? And
Yes.
He has made it to England.
He certainly has.
Looks like the family checked into some sort of flat because the one they were going to stay in got flooded.
I was just going to say, they checked in somewhere that's not underwater, so that's good.
Yeah, that is great.
So they are now in jolly old England.
Tip-top, tiddly
And,
bop.
Drew has, his family or his dad's from England, and he hasn't been there for like 20-something years. So.
Yeah, and his kids have not been there. Amy hasn't been there.
His kids, not even 10 years old yet, and going overseas. I've never been overseas.
I was just going to say, I've never traveled like that.
Yeah. That's
I mean,
nice.
I didn't do that until I was an adult. I never did that as a kid.
Yeah. I don't really want to go to Europe.
Why
I
not?
want to go to
nowhere in Europe.
I want to go. Nah, not really. I mean, maybe some. I think Iceland might be cool. Like Ireland might be cool to see some old pubs and drink ale from a little wooden mug.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to go to like Tokyo. I want to go to like Hong Kong.
I'm with you there. I feel like
Seoul.
I feel like I'd go, but there's other places I'd go first before I went to Europe.
Yeah, that's fair.
New Zealand would be cool too.
Oh, I heard
Auckland.
New Zealand is amazing.
It's also expensive.
So expensive. It's expensive to get there. It's expensive to be there.
Yeah. You're gonna need like 10 G's if you just
eat a lot of lamb.
Yeah, is that?
Well, there are a lot of sheep.
That's
There's more
lamb
sheep.
country.
There's more sheep than people.
And Australia, New Zealand, that's big beef production area too, isn't it?
I don't know.
There's a lot of cattle over there as well.
You would say big beef. You would.
Yeah, big
All
beef
right.
supreme.
We will see you tomorrow. We'll have more tickets to see Pantera at 7:30 in the morning. Also, Beef will be back with another edition of Not Necessarily the News at 9:30. Bye.